Hello, we are here live with Lenovo Workplace Digital Solutions at the Gartner Summit. We're going to be interviewing event attendees on our Lenovo Work Reborn research findings. And for each person we bring, they're going to have to pick a card, just like this, hear an amazing fun fact about how we are innovating in the marketplace, answer the question, and have a great conversation. And let us know if any of these fun facts sound interesting or surprise you in any way. Leave a comment below. All right, let's get started. Hi, my name is Rita. We are here live at the Lenovo booth at the Gartner Digital Summit. I'm here with a special guest to talk all about how we're bringing new life into the modern workplace. Would you like to tell us who you are and what you do?
Sure thing, Rita. My name is Simon Lara. I'm the CIO of SPS PoolCare.
Thank you so much for taking some time to talk to me today. We have a bit of a cheeky, fun card game that we're going to be doing. All of these cards are fun facts based off of our Lenovo Work Reborn research study. There'll be statistics or just general thoughts that we've pulled from that report. I'll go ahead and read the statistic. There'll be a prompt, and then we'll talk about it.
Sure thing. Let's have some fun.
Let's do it. Okay. All right. So for added whimsy, if you want to close your eyes and pick one.
Oh yeah, that'll
Let's
do
see.
This guy right here.
All right. Okay, cool. Let's see what category. We got our general category. So, Lenovo found that while senior IT leaders recognize the potential of workplace transformation, many struggle with implementation. So, what's one thing companies can do today to make meaningful process or help them with their implementation practices?
Sure, most implementations that fail because the change management is done from an IT perspective. So many times, IT professionals and technology, they have all these great ideas, they know technology, and they invent new ideas or solutions in a vacuum. And when they go to deliver them, a lot of times they find out that they've missed the mark. And so it's really important to get buy-in early. And I would even say, even before you do buy-in, even before you even design a solution, go out into the field, live the life of the people you're designing a solution for and see what they experience and understand if what you're thinking is actually something that's going to benefit them.
See, I love that perspective because that means that you are starting to think about how we implement from not just an efficiency standpoint, but also from the individual and personalization standpoint as well for each individual party that's involved within the organization. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. You sort of have to know what's going on out there before you can build solutions, but it happens so often because new things like AI, for instance, are out. And even ourselves were a little guilty. This AI thing came out, Copilot with Microsoft. It was like, it's really exciting, really compelling. Let's try to figure it out. Let's do something with it. And we even created a couple agents and did some stuff. And it was almost like we fell into the trap of we found this great solution. Now let's find the problem for it, right? And traditionally, that's happened a lot. You don't want to go that way, but even we fell into that trap. But obviously, the more you can be on the front lines, the more times you can spend on sales calls or out in the warehouse, picking or shipping or whatever your business may be involved in. Be out there and spend time out there and understand what problems and challenges those people are facing, and then it allows you to produce much better solutions that get the buy-in and the adoption.
That's a really great response. Thank you so much for your insight on that. Would you like to do one more card while I have you?
Yeah, let's do it. The
Let's
first one
do
was
it
fun.
while we're here, right? Okay. Ooh, this is a good fun fact. Okay, so this category is AI and the future of work. So from our most recent reports shows that 63% of IT leaders say that providing a highly personalized working environment is critical or very important. So that's so interesting because we were kind of already talking about that just now. So how do you think AI can achieve exactly this? I'll give you a small example. So we have a product called Care of One, and it allows the user experience to be personalized from the moment they open their laptop. So if I'm in a marketing department, all of my apps and all of the things that I need will automatically be there. Or if I'm in an engineer, like everything that I need will be set up in that way for me, and it will say, hello, Rita, like welcome type of a thing, right? Like really personalizing that onboarding experience, for example, without making the IT person kind of having to scratch their heads and have those conversations. The it's kind of all baked into that. So that's a highly personalized experience. So in your opinion, what are some other ways that we could do that? Do you also feel that it's critical or important?
I definitely think it's important. Anytime someone feels like the tools that they have fit their needs, right, the better they're going to work, right? And I think AI, in its capacity to generate content and generate things like responses. So instead of just saying, hello Rita, it can say, hello Rita, welcome to, your Tuesday, right? And it knows what you generally do on Tuesday. So it may be able to read your schedule. It may be able to check the weather. It knows that you maybe do other things, right? Maybe you go for a run on Tuesday morning. So instead of just saying, good morning Rita, it could say, good morning Rita, how was your run, right? And things like that. So because it has the ability to do that, and maybe me, like I may never run on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
So it would ask me something completely different. And because you can have AI do that at scale, you could create really personalized experiences, not just in, what my name and some contextually aware stuff, but really more deep dive into the experiences, not just, hey, here's how you get your work done or productivity.
I'm a huge fan of just technology in general and these amazing innovations. And I wonder how close we are to maybe having that level of personalization that Tony Stark has with his robot friends. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's not exactly that. But it is exciting to get to the point where we're having these types of personalized experiences. It's just like my way of giving an analogy of how it must feel to interact with something in that way.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're far away.
You don't
right?
think
There's
so?
certain things that you can do. The more data you give AI,
Yeah.
the better it can do, right? And we have so many ways of generating data, right? From our phones and mobile devices, from Alexa. Now refrigerators are connected.
Yeah.
Our washing machine is connected.
Yeah, everything's
right?
connected.
So everything's connected. It can tell you, Rita, you had a good run, but
Yeah.
you're doing really bad at getting the laundry out of the dryer,
It
right?
would tell me that.
So
It would.
those type of things, right?
That would be
so,
mine.
as far as personal assistants and those
Yes.
kind of things, there's a lot more because everything's becoming more connected, right?
Yes.
So, and then again, that's all data that we're feeding it. The more
Right.
you feed the data, the better the AI is going to be able to perform.
So it seems like you're in agreement that people need to be understanding the changes that are happening, get educated on AI, because the innovation's not going anywhere, and it's the future of work is now. It's here.
Yeah, you kind of have to keep up with it. If you don't, you'll be a dinosaur. In 5 years, if you don't have AI all over your organization, really generating meaningful impact, and again, not just in productivity, but in employee wellness and everything else, right? If you're not doing that and you're doing things for your customers, because your competition is, you're going to be left behind.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this was a really great conversation. I really enjoyed our chat. Thank you so much for taking the time to have this little, fun card game moment kind of a conversation with me. If you're interested in any of these statistics, we do have more reports coming out soon with some more details on work being reborn and our conversations in the industry and the marketplace. So that wraps it up for this conversation. Thank you so much for listening, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita.
Lenovo